Hi everybody, welcome back to another WrestleMania prediction video on one channel. My name is Nick Manzione. Thank you very much for joining me today, folks. Well, folks, today is WrestleMania Day, and happy WrestleMania Day to everybody out there. If you don't know, WrestleMania 34 takes place tonight in New Orleans, Louisiana, at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 Pacific, only in the WWE Network. This is the WrestleMania 34 prediction video. So I'm gonna go through every match, and keep in mind that I won't be doing the pre-show matches because I don't care about the pre-show matches. They're kind of filler. I'm gonna just do the main card and worry about my predictions and my thoughts and my insights. So without further ado, I'm gonna get started. We're gonna start from the projected bottom. Yep. We're gonna start from the projected bottom up. So we're gonna go from the projected first match of the card to the main event. So we're actually gonna not do the battle royals. Um, let's just say for the battle royals, I'm gonna say um, that Matt Hardy wins the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Matt Hardy wins that, and Barry wins the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal for some reason. I don't know. Okay, so one of the championship matches on the pre-show is Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. That's the finals of the Cruiserweight title tournament. I think Cedric Alexander wins. Um, I don't I don't care about 205 Live to give you some insight, but Cedric Alexander beats Mustafa Ali in the Cruiserweight title match, Cruiserweight Championship title match. Now for the main card, I'm gonna start off with the triple threat tag team match for the SmackDown tag team titles. And it's the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos, who the Usos going being champions in that match. I'm gonna predict that the Bludgeon Brothers walk out of the Superdome as new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. I think it's time for new blood on the SmackDown Tag Team title scene. So I think the Bludgeon Brothers win. Now let's get to the Raw Tag Team title match. I'm just going in order. Let's get to the Raw Tag Team title match, which pits Braun Strowman versus the Bar, Sheamus, and Cesaro. Um, it says Braun Strowman the partner. Uh, to me, it's irrelevant who the partner is because I think Braun Strowman uh, will win the tag team titles. I think at this point, Sheamus and Cesaro had a good run, and I think Braun Strowman and the partner of his choosing will become new Raw Tag Team Champions, freshening up the division a bit. I think there's no way Braun Strowman can lose unless it's a DQ or something like that. Let's get to the third match of the night. It's the Raw Women's Championship match between Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. There have been a lot of heavy rumors about Carmella cashing her Money in the Bank uh, briefcase in this match. I don't think this is the case. I think Nia Jax is going to win cleanly. I think Nia Jax will win outright. And I'd be very surprised if she doesn't capture the Raw Women's title. Now, saying that, these next two matches, both the women's matches, both the Raw and the SmackDown Women's title matches, could have Carmella interfere, and she may become the champion. On which brand? Who knows? I think the weaker of the two matches, Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss. So having her win the Raw Women's title wouldn't be the worst idea in the world, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Moving on from there, that's a perfect segue to the SmackDown Women's Championship. It pits Asuka, the Royal Rumble winner, versus Charlotte Flair, the champion, and I think Asuka will win the SmackDown Women's Championship here. I just think this would be a solid match. I think it would probably be one of the best matches on the card. But I think Asuka will prevail over Charlotte Flair to become new SmackDown Women's Champion. Now, moving on, for the fatal four-way for the United States Championship over on SmackDown, puts Rusev versus Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton. I gotta be honest, I see no scenario in which Randy Orton does not retain. So my pick is going with Randy Orton. I think he retains the U.S. title. It'd be pretty stupid to WWE to give him the title for 3 weeks only to have him lose at WrestleMania. So I think strongly of Randy Orton. I think Randy Orton will go over in this match. I don't see them giving the title back to Bobby Roode. I don't see them giving the title to Jinder Mahal because I think he'll be in the championship program. And I think Rusev should just still to take the pinfall. So I think Randy Orton retains the United States Championship on SmackDown. Moving on. Let's move on to the triple threat match for the Intercontinental title. This is on Raw, and this puts Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor versus champion The Miz. Now, this will probably be match of the night. I think this will be a awesome match. I'm, I don't know. I want to say either The Miz or Finn Balor wins. I'll get to Seth Rollins in a second because I think they have something bigger for Seth Rollins. But I think either Finn Balor or The Miz wins. And if I gun to my head, if I were to pick, I think Finn Balor wins the Intercontinental Championship. Uh, in any scenario, all three can make a strong case for winning the title, and all three want to be a bad choice for win the championship. But I think Finn Balor, it's his time. I think he's gonna win, and that's what I think. And again, we'll get to Seth Rollins in a bit. Now, here's the one of the tag team matches. Here comes the big four of the card, and I'm gonna get to John Cena and the Undertaker last because I think something's gonna happen there. I think we should go move on to actually instead of doing John Cena versus the Undertaker last, let's do it now. Let's go into the Fab Five matches, and let's say John Cena versus the Undertaker will happen. Is that a guarantee? No, but let's say it will happen. Assuming that does happen, I see the Undertaker beating John Cena in an awesome match. Let's get to the final four. The final four matches. Let's start with the weaker of the final four. Let's say Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I think I see no. Well, here's what I think. I think Daniel Bryan will win. Why do I think this? I think they're not going to have Daniel Bryan lose in his first match back from injury. I think Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon win over Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. To that point, I think Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn go back to Raw in the Superstar Shakeup or the draft. I think they will go back to Raw, and I think they will be a big player on Raw. With that being said, that is a perfect segue to my next match because it is Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Now, I have no interest in this match, to be honest. I'm gonna watch it, but I have no interest in this match. I suspect that Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle will win the match, but who cares? I can care less. So, Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle win probably in a good match, but I think they win. So, moving on to the double main event. Let's start with the WWE Championship, which puts Shinsuke Nakamura, the Royal Rumble winner, versus AJ Styles, the WWE Champion. Now, I've gone back and forth on this, and I wouldn't be surprised either way, but I'm thinking that Shinsuke Nakamura will win the WWE Championship. I think this is a direct response to the Chris Jericho Kenny Omega match at Wrestle Kingdom 12 back in January. I think Vince saw how successful that match was and wanted to do a Alpha versus Omega himself. And we get this with Nakamura and Styles. I think this will be the best match of the night. And I think Shinsuke Nakamura will be AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. Now, let's get to the main event because this is going to be interesting and this can go many, many different directions. So the main event of WrestleMania 34 pits Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, who's the Universal Champion. This is a WWE Universal title match. And this is the first time that the Universal title has ever main evented WrestleMania, which is kind of cool because the both title matches are the double main event. So here's my opinion. Brock Lesnar is returning to the UFC at some point. One, we don't know. Brock Lesnar's contract expires today. That is confirmed. His contract expires today unless he signs an extension, which could be on the table. Brock Lesnar is leaving WWE. That's a given. Now, is that enough for Roman Reigns to become the Golden Boy? I don't know. Here's where it gets interesting. There are rumors that Paul Heyman may turn on Brock Lesnar and Brock Lesnar may become a superface tonight and Roman Reigns may turn heel. Don't be surprised that it happens. But here's the rumor. Here's the rumor cure. My gut says that either Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar is not walking out of the Superdome as champion. And this is where Seth Rollins comes into play, because if you remember 3 years ago at WrestleMania 31, Seth Rollins is the same thing, interfering in a Roman Reigns Brock Lesnar match at WrestleMania 31, winning the WWE Championship. I think the same case is happening here. I think one theory is I think Seth Rollins will somehow enter the match and become new Universal Champion. That's what I think. That's my plan. My plan B is that Roman Reigns will defeat Brock Lesnar. Or my plan B2 is that Brock Lesnar defeats Roman Reigns and retains the Universal Championship. So I have I have 3 different predictions on that. What I want to do is I want to believe scenario A to happen because I don't think they would give the title to Roman Reigns, but I want to believe that some parts of me thinks that Brock Lesnar is going to retain the title tonight. So I'm going to go to safe pick. I'm going to say Roman Reigns defeats Brock Lesnar tonight to be Universal Champion. But that's my safe pick. That's not the pick that I'm actually thinking. So we'll see what happens. That's the card. In total, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 matches on the card, not including 3 on the pregame show. So that's 14 matches we have. It's going to be a long night of wrestling, and I hope you guys are ready for it. Remember, WrestleMania 34 is only on the WWE Network. It is from New Orleans, Louisiana, at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, and it goes from 7 to 11:45. So it's going to be a long night of wrestling, but we'll see what happens. After WrestleMania, I will release my WrestleMania post-game show wrap-up. I will give you my thoughts, my insights on how the event went, how the card went, and we'll get a glance into all tomorrow night. So I want to thank you for joining me for the WrestleMania prediction show. This will be posted right now, so look out for this, and I will be back with the post-game show later on tonight. But I want you to enjoy WrestleMania and be safe, folks. Be very safe, and hopefully tonight is a good event. And I'm hoping that WrestleMania is awesome. And that's it. Yeah, that's it for the WrestleMania prediction video. I want to thank you for joining me. Please like, please share, please subscribe to all my videos. And folks, I want you to enjoy WrestleMania, and I'll see you right back here for the post-game show later on tonight. Take care.